The boys in purple give the offensive lineman credit as he goes 15 yards right there, setting up the touchdown by Nathan Bernard, 19-8. Lexington is a winner at Chenoa. Chenoa's got a lot of people back this year. They're expecting a big season.
Out tonight in the Capitol, 15-0. Tim Hines, the new man out at Peoria.
Actually in the fourth quarter. And open with Flanagan, Lexington right here, Nathan Barnard for the touchdown. And later Flanagan's Josh Lyons will come up with the fumble recovery, and he takes it back a little bit before getting knocked down. Lexington wins it by 1, 19-18.
Also in the Mid-State Conference tonight, it's Tremont and Gridley as the sun was setting on route.
When Woodland Sean Shell gets the idea, Shell hauls in Brent Harkar's throw and rumbles 63 yards. The 2-point PAT is good. 8-6 Warriors. Home team finds its rhythm on the next drive. Jeremy Zier finds senior Andy Miller. 53 yards here. Miller later scored. DMAC wins it at home tonight by 30. Our good friend Jeremy Cole trying to help his dad out and straighten him out on the team. Follows the pile into the end zone from 3 yards out. 6-0 Minutemen lead. Second quarter, it's Weston Sedgwick. 2nd and 10 from the 11. And he will take it to the house for a 12-0 halftime lead, and Lexington goes on to win tonight 19-8 over Flanagan. Twin Cities tonight give us an NCHS Normal Community hosting Urbana. Second quarter, 7-all. Brett
touchdown. Here comes Kerfoot. You see the score coming up here. El Paso winning big, 48-12. Just down Route 24, DMAC taking on Gridley. Andrew Miller with a nice run for DMAC. They got a couple of their running backs, Whitlack, hurt tonight, so Andrew Miller gets the carry and a nice gain right here. Then it's Mark Stokes on a 20-yard touchdown run, and DMAC runs over Gridley tonight. The Chiefs are 2-0. The state-ranked Lexington Minutemen, big winners at Streeter Woodland tonight. The Minutemen pitching a shutout as well, doing it with defense right here, starting our highlights. The muffed punt and the tackle by Lexington. Then Nathan Bernard with a nice touchdown run. Minutemen run over Woodland tonight. Minutemen are 2-0. Great matchup tonight at Fieldcrest, one of the best games of the night. The Fieldcrest Knights hosting Chenoa.
A lot of fat kids in America. And, oh, right, boo me for pointing.
Later on, a couple of guys teaming up with the sack. Albert Schmitz, the guy first in on the tackle. Then it's David Fritz and Adam Pork dropping the quarterback for the sack right there. The Comets able to throw the ball effectively, as we saw last week versus Hayworth. Early on tonight, their ground game working well. Mike Peterson breaking free for the 40-yard pickup right there before he's finally dragged down. Then it's Peterson again. The nice gain, plus tack on the face mask penalty that you saw right there. And then they're deep in Ridgeview territory. Peterson running the ball downfield, and it's Brent Kerfoot running the ball into the end zone. Comets, a big winner tonight, 48-12 over Ridgeview. Tonight, this one was all Lexington on D. The Minutemen looking good. Wes Sedgwick with the stop in the backfield right there. Then on offense, Nathan Cotter with the pitch to Nathan Bernard for the nice gain right there. Then it's Bernard with the touchdown run. Barely touched as he gets into the end zone. On defense again and again, Lexington dominating. Andy Schneider with the pressure, and it's nearly picked off by Bernard. Then it's Bernard one more time. Another great run for Nathan, and it's all Lexington. 56-0. The Minutemen hammer Streeter Woodland. Gridley taking on Andrew Miller, a tough back to...
At Lexington, the Minutemen, guess what? They're 3-0 after running over Gridley. Nathan Bernard, boy, is he off to a great start this year. Some good blocking. Wes Sedgwick, his fullback, a nice block, 12-yard gain. Then quarterback Nathan Cotter, the fade pass to Matt Tanney. Lexington wins. Pretty highlight right there, 41-zip Minutemen. 2 mid-state games on Route 9 tonight. We start our highlights in Mackinac. 2 plays. First play of the game, Mark Stokes.
Is never more.
Checking our follow-up file now.
Sports Director Jim Matson.
Hello, Heart of Illinois. This weekend is looking
For computer equipment, Pentium 2 300 meg. Sports better than Jim Matson. And there's only one place to get the best highlights of the high school football games important to the heart of Illinois. Jim Matson, Jerry Warfield, and the HOI sports team of photographers hit the ground and take to the air to bring you Frantic Friday and the HOI Sports Helicopter Highlights. Frantic Friday, brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of Illinois and the Great Plains Sports Medicine Rehabilitation Center, and only on HOI.
Party of 5, Saturday nights at 10:30 on HOI.
Fire up the VCR. Have another cup of coffee. Stop counting sheep. It's the middle of the night, so it must be time for HOI Sports Rewind with Jim Matson.
Week 3 of the high school football season, some big bragging rights battles tonight. It's the war on Route 24 as undefeated El Paso takes on undefeated Chenoa. Another battle of unbeatens in the Prairie Land Conference. Starting tonight, there's only 2 undefeated teams in the Prairie Land. Only Lewistown or Porta will be undefeated by the end of the night. We've got all the big showdowns in the Middle Illini Conference. Metamora's home opener, Washington hosting Morton, and always a big rivalry. Plus, we'll take you to Bloomington Normal for highlights of all 5 intercity teams' games. We've got your high school team's highlights coming up. Stay tuned. It's all coming right at you in the next 30 minutes. Hello, Heart of Illinois. Welcome to Frantic Friday. Heading east on Route 24 to take on Chenoa.
Can't be happening.
The Chenoa Redbirds all fired up. This big rivalry. You know, El Paso and Chenoa, the 2 schools wrestle together in the winter, so they know each other well, and some hard hits. Josh Lane met hard by Barrett Simpson. Watch Matt Crander, the quarterback for Chenoa, the pretty pass here to Darren Cooper. Kudner to Cooper for a first down for Chenoa. But El Paso's defense was awesome. Adam Porth, the QB sack right here. Then watch big Josh Hibbard, and I do mean big. Hibbard with the quarterback sack. Number 73 was all over the football field. In fact, it's number 73, Hibbard, who throws the great block here. Brent Kerfoot picking up big yards behind the Hibbard block. And a nice gain there as El Paso had the running game going. Later, it's Mike Peterson with a nice run. El Paso with all those fresh running backs. They change running backs every series, and their running backs ran wild tonight. Here, Kerfoot with another nice run. He's going to wind up fumbling at the end of the run, though, and Josh Lane is going to recover. I believe there's Cooper on the hit. Lane, the recovery for Chenoa. Chenoa had some highlights in the second half of trying to rally. Watch the beautiful run right here by Josh Lane as he goes right up the middle and then outside for big, big yards. Huge gain right there by Josh Lane. But that drive by Chenoa stalled and stopped by Mike Peterson's interception in the end zone. Peterson comes down with the ball. First down now, El Paso. Chenoa, though, returns the favor. They're going to come up with an interception by Dan Hare. Dan comes up with the football right here. But El Paso in control of this one. Again, the defense, David Fritz and Brett Simpson, the big hit here for the Comets. Josh Champion putting on a show as always. Watch this remarkable run, a Barry Sanders-like run by Josh Champion, but it's not enough tonight. El Paso's going to wind up winning this football game 41-14, but boy, Champion went out fighting. The Lexington Minutemen taking on Gridley as the captains meet before the game. Lexington in control of this game behind their powerful running game. Nathan Bernard doing the job in this first highlight we're going to show you as we check out the captains. Here's Nathan getting the football and getting some good yards. I'm going to show it to you again. Some great blocking on this play. Jared Wagner, the left guard, and Wes Sedgwick, the fullback. Watch Sedgwick, the fullback. Right there, pick up the block. That allows Bernard to get about another 10 yards. Bernard. Later, Bernard again, a nice run. Eventually, he's run down by Dane Ellis. A nice shoestring tackle right there by number 10. Then Lexington goes to the air. Nathan Cotter to Matt Tanny. Short gain, but it's a gain. About 5. Then Sedgwick running hard behind a nice block by Ryan Holman. Holman the block. And there goes Sedgwick right through the hole. Nice gain for Lexington. Then watch the great effort by Nathan Bernard. This kid's off to a great start this year. Number 30 gets the ball on a little counter play. Great run, hit a couple of times, but able to fight his way forward for a gain of about 3. Then it's a touchdown pass. How many times did we see this last year? The fade. This time it's Nathan Cotter, the quarterback. Matt Tanny, the receiver. Lexington, the touchdown. Nice job by Tanny to get his feet in bounds. And Matt's going to run and give a headbutt to his good friend Chris Coffey. The Minutemen looking good. And then in the 2-point conversion, Bernard's going to score again. Nathan gets the balls going right up Main Street and walks into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Gridley, as always, had some highlights in this game. Dane Ellis with a nice run right here on the kickoff return. Ellis, a heck of a player for the Gridley Redskins. But there was no fooling Lexington. They dominate this game. They're going to go on to win the ball game by a final 41-zip. We showed you a lot of Nathan Barnard on offense. How about Nathan on defense? Stays at home, makes the tackle. Minutemen pitch a shutout, 41-zip. Liddy Mack for Lexington, the tri-point ball carrier going nowhere. Corey Leak and a whole bunch of Minutemen in on the tackle. Then Lexington's Matt Tanney and Mitch Tanney are going to come up and combine for the tackle right here. Mitch and Matt. Matt's a junior, Mitch a sophomore. Nice tackle right there by the Tanney boys. Then a big hit by Ryan Holman of Lexington. Holman's had a great year both on offense and defense. He makes the tackle. Lexington star running back Nathan Barnard took a while to get going today, but he eventually started churning out the yards. A 7-yard gain right there. Then Eric Bird, who had such a great week last week, picks up 10 yards right here on the quick pass outside. I think actually that was Nathan Cotter to Chris Coffey. We don't see Bird, I don't believe, but Lexington a winner, 28-0. We'll get Bird on the highlights next week. Fieldcrest finds the net. Battle of Unbeatens is our HOI game of the week. DMAC and Lexington hook up tomorrow night. Both teams are 4-0, but both teams know their 5th game will be their toughest yet.
Everybody in practice is stepping up a little bit, playing a 4-0 team, playing probably the toughest team we've had on our schedule.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. We're just trying not to make any mistakes, try and make them make mistakes.
So tomorrow night, it's an undefeated showdown in the Mid-State Conference when Lexington takes on DMAC. These two teams know each other very well.
We've got our hands full because they do so many things well, and they throw the ball now. They haven't thrown the ball very much in the past. But
oh, they're always very well balanced. They've got good quickness, and their line gets off the football real well.
It's a Mid-State Battle of Unbeatens in the HOI Game of the Week. And we'll have the HOI helicopter flying all over the heart of Illinois again tomorrow night, checking out all the highlights. Here's a Frantic Friday football in just a bit, but we start with golf's international war. It's the U.S.
Lexington striking terror throughout the countryside in the Mid-State Conference, a battle of unbeatens as Lexington visits DMAC, our game of the week. A full moon over Mackinac. Oh, oh, oh. Lexington comes out howling. Time running out first quarter. Nathan Cotter fakes out the camera guy and 11 DMAC players. Mr. Cotter and the Minutemen lead 7-0. Second quarter, DMAC gets stoked thanks to senior running back Mark Stokes. One guy waves at him, otherwise untouched. 45 yards, the point after no good. That was the only scoring of the night for DMAC. 26-6. Lexington is 5-0. Others in the Mid-State Conference tonight. Tremont loses.
He goes over the top. Then it's quarterback Nathan Cotter on the bootleg. He's still got the ball. He'll ramble into the end zone. Lexington wins it 26-6 at Fieldcrest. We check out the highlights from the air. Great ball game. Fieldcrest leads 28-22. Final minutes. Gridley
Must be time for HOI.
We'll check out middle line time battle as undefeated Lexington plays at undefeated DMAC. That's where we start our Mid-State Conference highlights. That's where we start HOI Sports Rewind with the HOI Game of the Week. Both teams coming out all fired up as you'd expect for this huge rivalry. Let's listen to some of the pregame talk from Lexington head coach Don Tanney.
Ran one back 80 yards for a touchdown. Ran it back 80 yards for a touchdown. He's number 20. In your lane, don't overrun it. Leverage the ball. Let's get off to a good start. Let's get off to a good start. Knock that sucker loose down there. Phillip, knock it loose. Weston, knock it loose down there. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Coach Tanney preaching turnovers. Turnovers would play a huge part in this game. Early on, DMAC a nice drive. Joey Strokirch, the nice run right here. Then a first down run by Andy Whitlatch. Andy with the ball running outside, picks up some nice blocks. Andy first down. But the Lexington defense has been tough all year. They were terrific tonight. Andy Schneider and Wes Sedgwick come up with the tackle. Schneider low, Sedgwick high for the Minutemen. Then watch here again as the Lexington defense. This time it's Matt Tanney and Wes Sedgwick making the tackle. Nice play again by the Minutemen defense. Now on offense, Lexington used a couple of quarterbacks tonight. They began the game with Nathan Cotter at quarterback. Get some instruction from Coach Don Tanney. They go to work. Wes Sedgwick slip and tackle after tackle. The great run by the Minutemen's great senior fullback. Then it's Wes again, picking up good yards again. We talked about turnovers playing a huge part. DMAC made 3 critical turnovers. Huge one here in the first quarter. They fumble the punt, and Matt Tanny is Johnny on the spot. First one down there, picks up the loose ball. Lexington ball, Minutemen in business, going in for the first touchdown of the game. Nathan Cotter back to pass, hooks up with Chris Coffey for a nice gain. But it's 4th and 1 when the Minutemen come up with one of their many big plays in this game. Over the top, it's going to be Nathan Barnard for the first down. The offensive line creates just enough of a hole. Barnard over the top for the first down. That sets up the touchdown run by quarterback Nathan Cotter on the naked bootleg. He fakes the ball, hides it behind his back, then rumbles in for the touchdown. Lexington getting the job done on offense. DMAC had a nice game out of their great running back, Mark Stokes. Stokes, in fact, had a long touchdown run. Here's the long run by Stokes for a first down, but it's Lexington winning it. They go to 5-0. Lexington 26-6. We fly north to Streeter Woodland, where a nice crowd. And Chenoa. Lexington, an impressive win around the road tonight. Mitch Tanny to Chris Coffey for the nifty gain. Pretty pass. Coffey makes the catch. Then it's fullback Wes Sedgwick with the touchdown. Lexington shuts out Chenoa. Great effort by Sedgwick, 26-0. Another big rivalry, Fieldcrest at El Paso tonight. El Paso.
Minutemen leave little in their wake tonight. Lexington's Don Tanny, the head coach, gives play to his son, Lexington quarterback Mitch Tanny, and like a good son, he listens. Mitch back to throw, 69 yards to Chris Coffey, somewhere behind everyone running out onto the field to celebrate. 7-0 Lexington. Chenoa then with the ball, and Redbird quarterback Matt Cridner intercepted by Lexington's Phil Brown to kill the drive. Lexington a 26-0 win tonight over Chenoa. Sorry about that, Matt. Fieldcrest at El Paso tonight. Oh, my.
Lexington and El Paso are winners. Lexington's Chris Coffey on the nifty reverse. He'll take it all the way for the touchdown right there. Lexington had a 7-zip lead. Then it's Lexington's tailback Nathan Bernard. He'll hang on to the ball and get the score. Lexington a shutout victory tonight over Tremont, 28-0. El Paso at Gridley, and El Paso's defense shining as well against the Gridley Redskins.
We're coming, the guys in purple trying to improve to 7-0, hosting Tremont tonight. First quarter, Chris Coffey going one way and then the other, about 40 yards on the reverse. He's in untouched. 7-0 home team leads the Turks. Tremont punting the snap over the punter's head. He is tackled at the Tremont 15 with nowhere to go, and that leads to a Nathan Barnard 1-yard touchdown scamper. Lexington gets all their points in the first quarter, improves to 7-0 with a 28-0 shutout. El Paso goes 8 miles down the road to Gridley tonight. The Redskins fans enjoying the taffy apple.
Jim Matson.
Week 7 of the high school football season turns into a beautiful night for football. We'll fly all over the heart of Illinois to get you the best highlights. Our HOI game of the week, Washington at Dunlap. 2 teams hungry for a victory. Also a big game in Peoria as Notre Dame takes on Richwoods. Of course, the biggest game is the game in your hometown. And in the next 30 minutes, we'll get to that game. We've got all the highlights coming right at you. Wow.
State Conference now, where 2 teams were trying to go 7-0. The Lexington Minutemen and the El Paso Comets both looking to go 7-0. We'll start our highlights with Don Tanny's Minutemen in Lexington.
We start our highlights with the Tremont Turks and the Lexington Minutemen. The captain's shaking hands. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Here we go. Let's play some football. And we start our football with Lexington defense. Their defense has just been awesome all year. Jared Wagner, a bunch of purple jerseys in on that tackle. Tremont's defense looking pretty good here, too. Luke Stuber and Keith Brown with the tackle. Brown, a former HOI Athlete of the Week. Then Tremont's Rob Williams back in the lineup. He comes up with the quarterback sack right here as he was playing pass for a while, but then comes up and plays run and makes a nice play by Rob Williams. But next play, watch what Lexington does, the reverse. Pitch the ball to Nathan Bernard. He hands off to Chris Coffey going the other way, and Coffey is going the other way. Now he's going north and south. Now he's going into the end zone. Coffey on the reverse. Great call by Don Tanny. Touchdown, Lexington Minutemen. Bad luck to Tremont right here as they'll oversnap the punter. The punter hustles down to recover the ball, but Chris Coffey tackles him for a huge loss right here, and now Lexington's in business again. Eric Bird, remember we tried to show you him a couple weeks ago and we messed up. Well, Eric makes the highlights tonight. Eric Bird running hard right here. Picks up a nice little block there from West Sedgwick. Gets the ball down to the 2-yard line. Just missed the touchdown, but that'll set up Nathan Bernard for the touchdown. Bernard scores. Lexington scores a shutout victory, 28-zip. Minutemen are 7-0. Hey, Gridley played El Paso tough tonight. We got to give them credit. As you see the Lexington score there. Gridley really playing well. Josh Eschel in the pass to
Started the Paso and Lexington both on the road, and they're both still unbeaten. El Paso at Tri-Point. It's Brent Kerfoot running hard, picks up good yards, and then it's Mike Peterson getting the ball, getting the touchdown. El Paso gets the win tonight. The Comets winners 47-12. Lexington at Ridgeview. Don Tanny's team has allowed 14 points all year. They pitch another shutout tonight on defense. Meanwhile, on offense, West Sedgwick a 16-yard run. Then Nathan Bernard the touchdown, 42-0. It's their 6th shutout of the year. The DMAC Chiefs at home tonight hosting.
Stop counting sheep. It's the middle of the night, so it must be time for HOI Sports Rewind with Jim Matson.
Week 8 of the high school football season and conference championships on the line. The Mid-State 6 title on the line with the game of the week, Manual versus Richwoods. Can Metamora wrap up another Middle Illini title? We'll take you all over the heart of Illinois to check out conference champs, playoff qualifiers, all the winning highlights. They're all coming up in the next 30 minutes. Sit back and enjoy as we rewind the best plays of the night. Hello, Heart of Illinois. Welcome to Football Rewind for Week 8. Our HOI Game of the Week, the big game in the Mid-State 6 Conference.
Guaranteed there's
just about every game in the Mid-State Conference. As always, we'll begin with the state-ranked teams, the El Paso Comets and the Lexington Minutemen.
The Comets in Piper City tonight to take on Tri-4 winners.
Top of you and Matt, make sure you say either on or off. On or off. Get near that football. Hang on to that football. Play with your hands.
Don Tanny and the Minutemen taking on Ridgeview tonight. Nice 16-yard run to begin the game by West Sedgwick. Then it's Sedgwick again running behind that big offensive line anchored by Jared Wagner. He gets it to about 6-7 yard gain right there. That'll set up Nathan Barnard for the hard run. A power sweep following Sedgwick. Barnard takes it all the way inside the 20-yard line down to about the 15. Lexington fans have had a lot to root for the past few years, huh? They were really on a roll. Sedgwick now is going to pick up about 8 to 10 yards. West running hard, gets down to about the 5-yard line. From there, it's going to be Nathan Barnard for the touchdown. Barnard goes in from 3 yards away. Running hard right at the goal line after getting some good initial blocking. On defense, how about the Lexington Minutemen? They've given up 14 points. Oh, excuse me, we got one more highlight right here. Nathan Cotter and Matt Tanny, and then West Sedgwick with a good run. We don't show you any defense, but the Lexington defense pitches a shutout, 42-zip.
You're up about the 13 there, Nick. Let's field the ball cleanly here. Make sure we get our blocks.
The 99th season. We'll be with you with all the highlights again next week. But right now, we wrap up Football Rewind for Week 8 by rewinding the best plays of the night. Thanks for staying up late with us. It's time now for WOW.
Three more great finalists for you this week. Here's who you'll be voting for this week. The Lexington Minutemen defense pitching 6 shutouts in 8 weeks of play. They're our first finalists. Our second finalist, Dion Brown of Bloomington. He scored a school record 6 touchdowns Friday night versus Stephen Decatur. He's our second finalist. And our third finalist, a whole team of girls, the Pekin Dragons tennis team,
won a sectional.
Defensive highlights. Tonight we honor an entire football defense as our HOI Athletes of the Week.
The Lexington Minutemen did it again Friday night. For the 6th time this year, the Lexington defense pitched a shutout Friday night. 6 shutouts, 8 victories in 8 games. Defense has been the key for Lexington. Team defense is the real key.
Defense has a lot to do with intensity and pride and emotion and tacklings. The tacklings, hustle and effort, and our kids have done a great job.
Everybody knows what they're supposed to do, and everybody gets their job done, whether it be taking out blockers and letting somebody else get to it.
We really like to stick together as a unit on defense. We've stressed all year, but we've come together and molded as the season's gone along.
This is the Lexington end zone. Opponents might want to get a good look at it. They hardly ever see it on game night. Remarkably, in 8 games this year, Lexington's allowed 14 points. Less than 2 points a game.
It kind of blows our minds when we stop and think about it, but right now we're just playing hard and having fun.
Take a lot of pride in our defense, and we go out there, not looking for the shutout, but it just comes whenever everybody does what they're supposed to do. And
we don't really keep track. Just try to get a shutout each week. Our coaches prepare us really well, and our players come out and make the plays.
For 6 games of 48-minute shutout football, the Minutemen defense are HOI Athletes of the Week.
Well, before we roll tonight's Heartstopper of the night, we have Bernard, the long run. Nathan's had a great year. The junior running back shedding tackles, racing down the sidelines for good yards. Then it's a touchdown. Nathan Cotter to West Sedgwick. Lexington wins it 42-18. DMAC at Chenoa tonight. DMAC trying to get a little momentum going into the playoffs.
But in the second, Jerry James.
Option keeps it. Defense. Oh, yeah, he does get in. Touchdown, I'm sorry. Later, it's Chenoa's Josh.
On to the playoffs, 42-18.
Like Lexington, the Normal Community Ironmen have rolled.
Crappie, stop counting sheep. It's the middle of the night, so it must be time for HOI Sports Rewind with Jim Matson.
It's hard to believe, but this is week 9 of the high school football season, the final Friday night of the regular season. Week 9 and several Heart of Illinois teams trying to go 9-0. Week 9 and several Heart of Illinois teams trying to make sure they're not done for the year. Several teams gunning for playoff berths tonight. And in week 9, a couple of Heart of Illinois teams looking for win number 1. It's a Friday night. It's always a big night, so pull up a chair, sit back and relax. All the high school highlights are coming right at you. Hello, Heart of Illinois. It is hard to believe. It seems like we just started the 99 season, but tonight it's 3 9s. Week 9 of the 99 season, the final week of the regular season. Tomorrow, the playoff pairings come out. A lot of teams on the playoff bubble tonight. We'll get to those teams, in fact, right now, because we're starting with Peoria Richwoods. Richwoods needs a win tonight to make the playoffs. Metamora needs a win tonight to finish 9-0. That's where we start football.
To watch Rademacher refresh and Jared Benker on the 2-point. The Lexington Minutemen are Athletes of the Week. Their defense looking good here. Jared Wagner and a whole bunch of Minutemen. West Sedgwick in on the tackle. Chris Coffey, a whole bunch of Minutemen in on the tackle versus Hayworth. Hayworth, though, scored 18 points on Lexington. Matt Jones, the pass to Ryan Johnson, he's down to the 1. Then it'll be quarterback Matt Jones scoring a touchdown. I want to point out, Hayworth scored 18 points tonight. Before this game, in 8 games, Lexington had allowed just 14 points. So Hayworth scored more than the previous 8 Lexington opponents. So give Matt Jones and Ryan Johnson credit. They got some good athletes on Hayworth. They get the touchdown right there. 2-point conversion, though, no. Nate Cotter, West Sedgwick, a whole bunch of Minutemen in the tackle. Then Lexington will go to work on offense. They'll go to work with Nathan Barnard. Barnard gets the ball, goes up the middle, picks up a Lexington first down, 10 yards right there. And then it's Nathan Barnard again. Goes to the left, cuts back to the right. Great run this time by Nathan Barnard. Picks up good yards and another Lexington first down. Then quarterback Nathan Cotter is going to go to the air, hook up with Matt Tanney. Tanney's going to lose a handle on the football on that big hit, but he recovers the ball. And then Nathan Cotter is going to go to the end zone. So West Sedgwick for the touchdown off a pretty play action rollout. West has got the ball, and you're not going to deny him. They hit him at the 5, but he leans into the end zone. Lexington wins it 42-18, undefeated. Lexington Minutemen 9-0, way to go. DMAC at Genoa. DMAC fullback Joey Strokirch into the end zone behind a nice surge by the
Pontiac and Metamora.
Darren gets into the end zone. Great effort by Brent. The Comet defense making several big plays today. Albert Schmidt was terrific. Schmidt body slams the Arthur ball carrier for a loss. Schmidt was the radio's player of the game, and appropriately. On offense, Mike Peterson keeps things going as the offensive line and everyone moving Arthur back, and the nice run right there. Then quarterback Scott Reed's going to go up top to J.W. Price, and Price is going to get all the way down to the 1-yard line. Just about everything the Comets did, they did well. From there, it's Brett Simpson over the top. 21-zip at that point, El Paso. They've got it in cruise control. After an Arthur touchdown, El Paso goes on a 3-play TD drive. Reed right here to Jonathan Stowler for a 42-yard gain. Nice pass by Reed to Stowler. Then it's Brett Simpson, the 25-yard touchdown run. And boy, the Comet fans had a whole bunch to cheer about. They built up a huge lead in this game. Brett Simpson all the way. Arthur scored a couple of late touchdowns, but 37-19, El Paso is your winner. Another mid-state winner today. The Flanagan Falcons. Here comes that Falcons flag. Here come the Falcons. Their defense pitching a shutout today. Nolan Kitterman with the solo tackle for a loss right there. Then they stuff the run again. This time it's Tim O'Brien with some help from Nick Fortner. Boy, this game was all Falcons as they took on Jacksonville route. On offense, it was appropriately a route. Keith Detweiler hooks up with Ryan Donovan. Detweiler throwing, Fortner running. They are so dangerous. Watch this play right here. Detweiler to Fortner. Here they hook up on a 42-yard play. Detweiler out of the backfield. There's Fortner, and watch Nick go. What a terrific senior year this guy's had, breaking tackle after tackle after tackle. Finally pulled down. Great run by Fortner. Same play, same drive. It's 4th down now. Detweiler's looking for Justin Porter. Porter makes the catch. He's down at the 1-yard line, and that's going to set up who else? Nick Fortner deserves this touchdown after that great effort, and he's in, standing up for the Flanagan touchdown. Later, it's Detweiler to Porter over the middle for another big game. Like I said, everything the Falcons did, they did well, just like El Paso. They dominate this game, and the Flanagan defense pitching a shutout. Here come the Falcons on defense again. 42-zip. Paul Krigo's boys get a win. Way to go, Flanagan.
We're going to rewind the tape a little bit longer now. Rewind it back 24 hours to show you all the Friday night highlights. We'll start at Normal Community. Hud Benner, we rewind Friday's highlights by starting at Normal Community.
The men came out all fired up in their purple and silver, and they put on a show versus Westmer. Lexington piling on right here. They were piling on defense as well. Watch a whole bunch of Minutemen in on the tackle. Adam Miller, Wes Sedgwick, Nathan Barnard, Chris Coffey. All kinds of Minutemen making the tackle. Then on offense, here come the Minutemen. Quarterback option, Nathan Cotter pitches to Nathan Barnard. Barnard picks up good yards. A little cutback right there. He uses that final block. Picks up about 8 yards. Eric Bird this time gets the pitch. Just a sophomore. Bird's giving the team a big boost with his speed to the outside. Nice run right there for a 1st down. Then Coach Don Tanny's going to tell Nathan Cotter, let's put it up. And Cotter's going to throw the quick pass to Nathan Barnard. Barnard gets upfield on the screen pass and gets 10 yards. From a yard out, Lexington's going to get into the end zone on the quarterback sneak. It's going to be Nathan Cotter behind that offensive line. They get a surge. Cotter gets into the end zone. Lexington gets on the board. 7-zip Minutemen. After the defense gets the ball back, here comes the offense again. Nathan Cotter this time to Matt Tanney for a 9-yard gain. Then Cotter rolling to his right with a pretty pass play to Wes Sedgwick. Sedgwick picks up a 1st down. Nice toss by Cotter. Then a great run by the senior fullback, Wes Sedgwick. Watch as he spins and fights and twists for about 15 yards. Nice run by Wes. Lexington gets into the end zone here. Nathan Barnard gets the ball. 10 yards later, he's got 6 points. Great blocking up front. Barnard into the end zone. Touchdown, Minutemen. Lexington gets the ball back, and here they go again, this time in the 2nd quarter. It's going to be Nathan Cotter, the nice pass. Chris Coffey's wide open, so he just tosses it nice and easy to him. Coffey makes the catch and gets a 1st down. That drive stalled, but watch what happens on the Lexington punt. Westmer will fumble the punt. The Minutemen recover. Not sure who was in on it. Number 30, Nathan Barnard is in on the recovery. Way to go, Nathan. Took just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Barnard will take it down to the goal line.
And then from a yard out, it's going to be the quarterback, Nathan Cotter, doing the sneaking. A quarterback sneak for a touchdown. Nothing sneaky about this one. Minutemen win big, 46-6. Lexington is 10-0.
Also the Minutemen get off to a lead on Rova. Nathan Cotter left the team briefly this year, but it's welcome back Cotter. 17 yards to Matt Tanney, 22-14 Lexington. Fourth quarter, the Tigers cut it to 22-20 when Justin Powers, the state's all-time rushing leader, scores. But when Rova tries to tie it with a two-point conversion, Powers is short-circuited. And the Minutemen hang on for a two-point victory. They'll play Carthage next week. Other second-round scores in Class A, Dakota.
On the big gainer. That play led to the 1 to go 11-0. The Comets mixing it up. Scott Reed hooking up with Steve Waugh on the good gain. Same drive. Alex Brucker 11 yards and into the end zone for the touchdown, but that's the only score for El Paso today. They lose 13-7. Undefeated Lewistown traveling. Well, actually, let's go Lexington hosting Rova. Rova scored 2 plays into the game, but Lexington came back on the reverse. Chris Coffey picks up some good yardage. And then it's Nathan Barnard finding a seam and scooting 24 yards. That set up his own touchdown. Barnard, the 1-yard touchdown plunge. Lexington trailed 14-8, but they rally for the 22-20 victory. The Minutemen move on. The undefeated Lewistown Indians traveling west today. The Indians right on the Mississippi River.
Today. Elsewhere, it was Lewistown losing in triple overtime to Fulton, who will play Northwestern, which 1A playoffs. Minutemen quarterback Nathan Cotter to Matt Tanney, part of a scoring drive to put Lexington up 8-7. Rova's next offensive possession, Justin Powers. He's not the state's all-time leading rusher for nothing. This is a 50-yard romp into the end zone for a score, but Lexington holds off Rova with a late rally and wins 22-20, so the Minutemen advance. So does Metamora. Metamora's in the state.
Highlights of the Mid-State Conference. This is the playoff highlights. Let's check out the Minutemen of Lexington. Let's hear from Coach Don Tanney and the boys.
Get off to a bad start. Keep doing what we do. Playing hard. It's going to be a 48-minute game today, no doubt. Let's go, seniors. 3-on-3. 1-2-3.
It would be a rough start, though, for Lexington. Second play of the game. Here's Illinois' all-time leading rusher, Justin Powers, going 57 yards for the touchdown, kind of adding on to his all-time record right there. The nice touchdown. It was quickly Rova on top. How's our running call? 1-800-EDIRT. But Lexington comes back with a fake punt right here. Nifty play by Lexington. Nathan Barnard with the first down. Then it's Wes Sedgwick with a 9-yard run right here off tackle, gets outside. Makes him pay for it as he's running hard. Then Nathan Cotter, the 10-yard pass to Sedgwick. Rolling right, Cotter finds Sedgwick for another Lexington first down. That drive stalled, though. Rova took over, and Justin Powers again cranking out a 31-yard run right here. It looked like maybe Powers would be too powerful for Lexington. But the Minutemen get the ball back when Rova fumbles. Chris Coffey recovers. Big play in the game here. Rova had the lead, but they fumble as they were driving Lexington. Chris Coffey recovers. Then here come the Minutemen. They'll capitalize on the turnover. On the reverse, Barnard's going to give the ball to Coffey, who picks up good yards, running behind the block of Nathan Cotter. A nice play right there. Lexington pulling out the bag of tricks. The fake punt, then the reverse. Later, nice run right here. Barnard, 24 yards, gets inside, goes outside, and barrels for a few extra yards. Lexington scores then on the 1-yard touchdown plunge by Barnard. Then later, it's going to be Nathan Barnard scoring again. And Lexington goes to 11-0. The Minutemen winners. Way to go, Coach Tanney and the boys in purple. They win at 22-20. Great game, winning over Rova.
The Lexington Minutemen have been the heart of Illinois' top Class 1A football team. Well, the only problem, Saturday, the Minutemen play Carthage. They are the whole state's top Class 1A football team.
They're a very proud football team. They've got great tradition. They won a championship in '95, won another championship in '98. They've won 25 consecutive football games. So they are the elite 1A program in the state.
More with the Minutemen tomorrow at 6 right here on HOI News. The Metamora Redbirds in the state's Final 8 for the 5th straight year. The Redbirds proud to defend their great tradition. Undefeated Lexington Minutemen.
The Lexington Minutemen began this year without their top passer, top runner, top receivers from a year ago. But don't call this a rebuilding year. So far, call it an undefeated year. Lexington 11-0 with a lot of new faces.
A lot depended on how the junior class stepped up and filled the skill positions on offense. And those kids have really done a good job. And the offensive line that had veterans, they've played as well as we thought they would.
The Minutemen made the Final Four in the state playoffs a year ago. Now this year, so far, they've only reached the Final 8. But in many ways, this year's Minutemen season has been more fun than a year ago.
Probably more thrilling this year because it seems a little more like maybe we've earned it a little more in the sense that no one's expected.
We seemed to gel together right away, and I knew this year we had something special.
The Minutemen have rallied together and enjoyed every game together. You enjoy them all when you win them all. Lexington 11-0 going into tomorrow's game at Carthage.
Jim Matson.
The Heart of Illinois is the top 1A team in the Heart of Illinois the past couple of years. Today, though, they're taking on the top 1A team in the state the past couple of years. It's Lexington at the defending state champion, Carthage.
The Minutemen coming out all fired up. What a great year they've had. They entered this game 11-0. Carthage 11-0 as well. The Minutemen defense has been so terrific all year. 6 Minutemen led by Wes Sedgwick and Jared Wagner in on the tackle right there. Then Nathan Barnard on defense. Look at Nathan, the tackle for a loss. Great play by number 30 as they're trying to shut down that big Carthage running attack. On offense, here comes the Minutemen. Coach Don Tandy's going to send Wes Sedgwick up the middle for 10 yards. Great blocking up front. Wes picks up 10 yards. Then Nathan Cotter is going to go to the air to Matt Tanny for a short gain. Then Barnard up the middle. Nathan Barnard, what a great year he's had, running hard. Gets some nice blocks right there. I think that was Corey Leak on the nice block, and picks up good yards. Then into the air again. It's Cotter to Tanny. Tanny fighting hard, gets inside the 5. Great run right there after the catch by Matt Tanny. From there, the next play is going to be a touchdown. Nathan Barnard will barrel in for the score. Takes a couple of Carthage defenders with him. It was 7-zip Minutemen. Lexington's defense trying to protect that 7-zip lead. They're going to get some good defense. Right here, it's going to be Wes Sedgwick, Nathan Barnard, Jared Wagner, all in on the tackle. But Carthage is going to get a touchdown here in the second quarter. Curtis Bisbee in. They missed the extra point, though. Lexington leads 7-6. Cotter to the air again, looking for his favorite target, Matt Tanny. Just missed the blocker. This could have even been a bigger play, but a nice play nonetheless. Cotter to Tanny for a good gain. Then Eric Bird, he had a terrific game. Eric Bird, just a sophomore, showing some of that speed to the outside. I'm sure Lexington has big plans for number 44 in the future. On 4th down, though, Lexington trying to get a score before halftime, but Cotter is going to be sacked right here by that good Carthage defense. Final minute of the first half. Carthage with the ball, but Lexington's going to recover a fumble right there. Adam Miller pounces on the pigskin. It's Lexington ball. Now, Wes Sedgwick unable to go anywhere here against that tough Carthage defense. So at halftime, it was 7-6 Carthage, or excuse me, 7-6 Lexington. But early in the second half, Carthage would score to take the lead. It's now 13-7 Carthage. Eric Bird, the nice run right here. Again, a nice run by 44. But too much Carthage. They got that Beer offense, that running machine, that wing T offense going. Ryan Robinson, the touchdown run right here, put him up 20-7. Lexington kept on fighting. We'll show you another nice run by Eric Bird. Jared Wagner with a nice block. But Lexington's great season. They had 11 wins last year. They have 11 wins this year. But it ends today. Carthage beats them, ending a great season. Here's Coach Don Tanny after the game.
The seniors have been with us for 4 years. In 4 years, we've won 39 football games in 4 years. Not a lot of people can say that we've won 32 football games in the last 3 years. Attention, mother!
I think you have to give them an awful lot of credit. I thought their kids really come off the ball and their backs ran awfully hard, and they didn't make any mistakes. They're a quality team.
What did you tell your kids?
Well, our senior class has been with us for 4 years now, and they've just worked their tails off for 4 years and done everything we've asked them to do. And, they've won 39 ball games here in 4 years, and not many people can say that. And beyond that, they've done it the right way. They've done it with class. They've done it with great work ethic, and we're proud of the way that they've conducted themselves.
Lexington has a lot to be proud of. A great coach, great program.